It's time, Dudley. Yeah, it's Thursday. It's not always Thursday. You always say that. Dudley, it's time. We're doing it. We got to do the show. Yes, Dudley. All right. It's time. It is EPICsode 375. We are 25 episodes from 400, man. It's been a fun ride. It's been a fun bit. Oh my goodness. Welcome everybody. We got people on the tubes and we got people on the Twitch as well. Goki's over here. Thank you. We already have a couple likes too. Thank you guys. Thanks for making it happen. We are hanging out with Shotzi. She's got a very nice heart. She seems like a nice person. Apparently she wanted her heart to be black though. Black heart. That sounds like somebody with no compassion or something. QZ, welcome. JN Portman, welcome. Excalibur, welcome. Big Rude. You're rude today. Big Rude. Big Rude is here. Goki's here. The roll call. We have a number of trailers and things to get into, so it is business as usual. It is get into it, get it going. So let's do that. Let's get over here to our nitty-gritty view, the nitty-gritty reaction view. And let's start with this. One Punch Man. Okie dokie. See what they got. Official launch date trailer. The Byron Saxton's son or something. They're kind of like Byron. Oh yes. Oh wow, look at it. It looks like the anime. They're getting better at that. They're getting better at making like cartoon-looking games. It's actually 3D models, but the shading makes it look like a cartoon. It's a mobile game? Oh no, dude, they got me. I thought it was not a mobile game. Dang. Well, it looked pretty good for a mobile game. Pretty impressive. I missed the release date. I wasn't paying attention that well, I guess. Draco, what's up, man? PC and mobile, yeah, but it said like Windows PC, I think. So I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's like not so good. We'll see. Man, this game's been coming out forever. Ooh, that's some nice hair. This is like what Starfield could have looked like. Rex to Riches. Star Citizen. Playable now. Dang, man. That's what All
right, girls, let's go.
That's what Starfield could have looked like if they would have worked on it a little better, I guess.
Exclusively on Hulu and Disney Plus. Kingpin
7 in a row for Big Rude. It's out now, yeah.
Discretion is advised.
Well, it's been out, but it's like
January 9th.
it's like in permanent early access.
All 5 episodes. One
Ouch.
killer drop. I wouldn't have it any other way. Don't miss
Jeez, girl.
Marvel's most intense series yet. Maya, enough games. If you want a war, you'll have it. Marvel Studios Echo. All episodes streaming January 9th at
Yeah,
6
it's
p.m.
like,
PT. Set your Disney Plus profile to TVMA to stream.
Under like
This year,
the
IGN
Marvel
partnered with Pringles
Knights
to
or
launch
something like
Pringles
that, the
Icons,
dark
a brand
one.
new award system that lets you elevate your favorite games to bronze, silver, or gold icon status.
Heck
It's not
yeah,
too late
man.
to rate your favorite games. Head on over to IGN.com/Pringles to make your voice heard.
Thanks, idea.
Terrace Land reminds me of a distilled version of some of my favorite
Terrace
MMOs,
Land.
filled with visually striking environments that are largely satisfying to poke around in. Classes are distinct and focused on a small number of abilities that play into a central mechanic or theme, with 2 specializations for each class to switch between. But although
Oh, it
it
looks
did
kinda like,
recreate some of the
World of
same warm
Warcraft.
feelings and fun gameplay experiences I used to get from other games, the change of direction,
I wonder
with
what other games he's thinking
microtransactions
of.
and the inconsistent quality of the story, voice acting, and writing all leave me concerned.
Oh no. Get a nice hands-on preview of this
Terrace
game.
Land is a hybrid PC, mobile, massively multiplayer online
Oh,
role-playing game
PC
from
mobile,
local
so
joy
that's
and
like what
Level
you were
Infinite.
talking about,
It's
where you can
available
take
on
it with
Windows
you.
as a standalone app, as well as from the
Nice,
Apple or
okay.
Google Play Store, and progression and multiplayer is shared between both versions.
Gotta have
I
Daredevil
played
in
on
at least one
PC and
episode.
Android during
I
my
think
preview,
I
but I
saw
spent more
him
time on
in a
PC,
trailer.
both because
The
I enjoy
first trailer
mouse and
that he put
keyboard,
out.
and because there's no current controller support in the mobile version. One of the most immediately striking things about Terrace Land are the visuals, specifically the gorgeous character models, which made it fun to look at my avatar both in the character select screen and on the battlefield. The second thing that struck me after getting through a seemingly truncated,
Checking the
perhaps
volume.
unfinished introduction, this was a beta after all.
So yeah, I think
is how
Daredevil is in
familiar
it.
the aesthetic, design language, and gameplay felt.
I
The
think he
design
was
of the
wearing
main cast,
his,
supporting characters, antagonists, and even environments are reminiscent of the visual presentation of both
wearing
MMOs
his,
like World of Warcraft
like,
and other
red
modern
outfit.
free-to-play games like Genshin Impact. Although Terrace Land is more focused, distilled, and lacking some of the personality and charm they have. Because modern mobile devices can generate visuals for games that are similar to home consoles and PC in some instances, that's not where Terrace Land compromises. The decision the development team made to get Terrace Land to work well on smaller screens is a much smaller set of abilities for the player than standard MMOs have.
Oh,
Thankfully,
really?
instead of making it feel bare bones, it avoids some of the ability
Oh my
games
goodness.
have. As a result, each
Guess
character
what?
class
Guess
and
what? Guess
specialization
what?
is hyper-focused on
Upgrades.
move synergy and fulfilling
It's time for upgrades. We're not afraid of upgrades.
easier to stay moving during combat encounters without losing your clear path towards optimal healing damage.
Oh yeah.
Since we're here, let's talk about class. I chose to play the Phantom Priest, or Phantom Necro, or
Always
Phantom
gritty.
Necromancer,
Always
depending on whether
gritty.
you're reading
YPE
descriptions
too.
in-game, on the launcher
Always
website,
gritty.
or on social media. The Phantom Priest has the ability to deal
Yo.
ranged spellcasting damage or heal
J-Rock, thank
depending
you
on
so
which
much.
specialization
20
you
months?
select. The damage dealing
Yo, it's been
specialization
20
called Soul
months?
Snatch gives you access to 6
Thank you
ranged
so
spells
much.
that dish out damage and are either
How awesome
guaranteed
of you.
or have a chance to draw souls from enemies. These souls fill a meter you can draw from
I've
to
watched-
empower or
I've
straight up
watched
change
everything
what certain
except
spells
for the
do,
Punisher
giving you a
and,
choice on
the
what
Daredevil
you focus
show.
on during combat. Once you have 5 souls stored, one of your normally damaging
I
spells
think
will
the,
transform, letting you
the
summon
Iron
a ghostly
Fist
figure
thing
to fight
really
alongside you. And if you don't
just
want to do that, you can
kinda
instead spend
turned
the
me
souls
off
to
to the
empower the
whole,
next few casts of your main attack spell,
Marvel
making them deal
show
damage
stuff.
multiple times instead of just once. Keeping your guaranteed soul generation spell on cooldown is
Although
important,
I watched,
as is avoiding capping out your souls, so you'll be making resource management decisions
I watched
throughout
the
combat,
Falcon
which
and
I'm a
Winter
fan of.
Soldier,
There's
and
also a
I
dedicated
didn't-
group
I didn't
attack ability,
like it
and
too
every
much.
class I played had a version of this, helpfully, making killing groups of weaker
I
enemies
thought it was
fairly
okay,
simple,
but
leaving you to manage your skill rotation only
that
for
great.
single targets or more powerful foes like dungeon, raid, or challenge bosses. And 6 abilities may not sound like much, but it's also supplemented by 2 ultimate skills and 3 potion slots. The latter can be filled filled with whatever concoctions you like and have found, crafted, or bought. And the former can also be swapped around among any
that
that
was a
you've
cool
unlocked.
looking ability.
During my time with the closed beta, I had 4 or 5 ultimate abilities that ranged from
know, it don't
emergency
feel like 20 months.
self-heals
Time
to
flies
sprint
when you're
moves
having
and more,
fun.
so they filled more of a utility
I've had fun hanging out with
function
you,
and less of an
J-Rock. Thank you
offensive
for
one.
being
You also have a
here.
dedicated mount button and the
Evan,
ability
what's
to
up,
attack
man?
with it once you mount up. During the preview, I tried the Phantom Priest, the Mage,
What up,
Priest,
what up?
Paladin,
Oh, it's your
Warrior,
Earth
and
Day,
Ranger.
too?
And while the Phantom Priest was certainly
Both you and
fun,
Panda.
several of the other classes were really enjoyable in their own right, with abilities I would have liked to have spent more time exploring, particularly in the dungeons and challenge encounters, which were truncated but fun affairs that didn't overstay their welcome and largely got right to the good stuff. You can also switch character specializations quickly and easily, and increase the power of each spec's abilities by spending silver currency, which you gain from doing missions and things around the world. Leveling up
course.
your abilities can be done manually or automatically, with the automatic level up given
Daredevil and
to
Jessica
all
Jones
abilities
are
equally
better
until you're
series.
out
Yeah,
of silver.
I liked
Of the
Jessica
things I
Jones.
hope get addressed in the final version, first and foremost is the story through line and the
little of
consistent
it that I
delivery.
saw.
Many
I
times
don't-
during the
I don't
closed
think I
beta,
watched all
story
of it.
scenes had character lips not syncing up to the voiceover, voice lines cut themselves off during cinematics, and story inconsistencies where characters reference things that didn't happen.
We had to divert part of our strength to guard the altar.
Blah, blah, blah.
It weakened our defense. So those scoundrels just got more arrogant than before.
In one particular scene, a knight is telling the player that her brother is now the king, and then 10 seconds later, when we meet him, he calls her his daughter. Additionally, the voice
What?
acting isn't always equalized properly, so characters' voiceover can sound very different from one line to the
know why
next.
they didn't
That
have
said,
Punisher,
even
the
if it
Marvel
doesn't meet the
Defender
quality
show
bar I
with
expect
all
for
of
the full
them?
release, having the
It's a
majority
mess,
of character
dude.
interactions voiced is a nice touch.
I heard the report from the guard that you helped the villagers solve many tough
It's a mess
problems.
of
I didn't get to
varying
explore as much of
qualities.
Terrace Land as I would have
I'm
liked,
glad that
given the
they're-
limited amount of time
at
I
least
had
they
with the
say
closed
that they're
beta,
gonna
but I
be
did generally have a good
working
time
more on
wandering
quality
around the world,
instead of
rescuing
quantity, you
villagers
know?
and taking part in
think that was a
mini-games,
good
challenges,
move.
and bite-sized quests, which were unlocked when I finished each area's set of story missions. Navigating was fun and easy, with tons of teleport locations across the world map,
hear
and
Loki
clicking on
Season
quest
2 is
text
really
highlighted
good.
walkways to my goal, ensuring that I never got lost. Being able to jump in on my phone or PC is also cool, even if the mobile-style pay-for-power microtransactions has dampened my enthusiasm for 1.0. Hopefully, they stick the landing, because having a good, fleshed-out, free-to-play MMO around
it's
would be
free.
really nice.
I was
For
about
more
to
on the
ask,
latest
is it
upcoming
free?
games, don't miss our final
can-
previews of Tekken 8 and Prince of Persia: The
I
Lost
can
Crown.
kind of give
And for everything else in the
games
world
a
of video
bit more
games,
of a pass if they're
stick with
free to
IGN.
play, because it's like you're not expecting
You're late.
$60
Gotta get him
worth of a game immediately. You know, I give them more of a chance to flesh it out and work out bugs and all that stuff as time goes on, because it's like it's free. What I don't like is you pay $60 for a game and then it has a patch as big as the game the day it comes out to try to fix stuff. This is called Dimension? Dimension the War. Is it VR or no? Oh, jeez. No. Oh, no. Came out after Defenders, but he was all up in Daredevil season 2. Christmas fatality. Ouch. Oh no.
Fatality. Melina wins. Flawless victory.
Look at that. Dude, that's so epic looking. The moon and his Merry Christmas. That's cool right there. Jeez. Up, revenge.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
Merry Christmas! Dang, man. Get done up.
Vaping overtook
Santa
my
runs up, you
friendships,
get done
my
up.
physical health. When
That's
you're
what happened in
addicted,
the
it tunnel
GSL.
visions you.
Santa
Every
came through and
plan
started
you
taking
have
heads.
is altered because you have to have a vape in those plans now.
Oh, really?
Hello, I'm Russell Crowe. I play drone pilot Captain Eddie Grimm, the Reaper, in
The
Land
Reaper.
of Bad, and here's the trailer. Hope you enjoy it.
There. That's really cool,
Vaping
Panda.
pulled me away from the people I love, blurring out everything that brought
20
me
in a
joy
row?
and peace.
Ooh. Panda,
My whole
thank you.
personality changed.
Is Reacher coming? Reacher, I think it is. I've seen ads for it. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Creepy jar. It's called Star Rupture. She don't follow me yet. She's in your DMs though. I was trying to make you a picture of you wrestling Apollo Crews, but I couldn't get it to work. It was looking like you were wrestling the guy from Rush Hour. What's his name?
Extreme temperature.
Not Jackie Chan, the other guy. Jeez. Dude, that would suck so bad if our sun blew up. Just fries us all. I mean, a solar flare could mess up our internet. Imagine if there was an actual, like, explosion. Chris Tucker, yeah, it looked like you were wrestling Chris Tucker. So I had to give up on that one, and I made you the other picture that I showed you on X. Oh no! Star Rupture, what a cool logo. Kind of reminds me of my logo, a little bit. Yeah, so I made you a different picture. I actually made you two pictures, but I wanted to save the other one to show it to you now on the stream. So hang on, let me get it. I wonder if I can even get in here from there. Let's go over here. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. You ready? I hope you're ready. Made sure not to name it anything that would give it away before I click it. Here it goes. There it is. I made you champion. I made you the champion of WWE. I hope you like it. I'll post it on Twitter for you as well. Just I'll make sure not to close it so I remember. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. I hope you like it, Panda. WWF, yeah. She finally bridged the gap. She brought them together. The WWF and the WWE. The impossible gap to bridge. All it took was Panda. Oh yeah, this is that game that's made the creator of Dragon Ball. He definitely has a very noticeable art style. Ooh, this looks kind of good actually. Not that Dragon Ball isn't good, but you know, you have a lot to live up to. Vegeta. What does the game say about his ammo level? It's over 9,000. Oh, that was not long at all. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more of a deep dive. Doesn't look bad.
Let's go. Let's go.
His YouTube show is amazing. Kathy KO show is like JBL and Coach on Ali and Defy Wrestling. Yeah, I saw the Ali thing. Is there a clip of the KO and
Victor
Kathy?
Garbanzos declared that the worthy would no longer fear death. We just never got the chance. Infonet came for us.
Ooh. That's some good animation. The Death Star? It's on WWE's channel. Nice.
Are we really gonna crash and...
Yo, it's like a mature side scroller Castlevania type game. Cookie cutter. Oh, what a savage.
Vaping overtook everything that
guys.
was actually important.
What a cool game. Cookie cutter.
Ho, ho, ho! Got a letter from one of you. Villador hasn't been on my route for a while. Well, let's make up for lost time.
What the heck? Winter Tale.
Let me check my list. This winter, they're getting... not infected, that got free. Buffs that will bring glee. He's returned, back is back. With more stock in his shack. Post your letter to me, dear, and an airdrop will appear. But to become an elf and help me, first you need to decorate the tree. So this winter in Villador, they'll get something more. An update, an event, a deal full of content. Ho, ho, ho! Winter Tales, gifts from above event. Play now. Dying Light 2,
Wow.
Winter Tales Edition. Buy now.
So they're still putting work into this game. I thought it died a horrible death and
my
like
friendships, my
didn't
physical
sell well,
health.
and
When you're addicted, it tunnel visions you.
that they were just
Every plan
done
you
with it.
have is altered because you have to have a vape in those plans now.
The Cub. Story of a baseball player. No. It is not. Whoa. Getting some very nice looking 2D side scrollers recently. I like that. Seemed like a underserved category for a couple years.
Carried me to Alphaville. People chased us. I only remember the rockets leaving.
Don't know how to feel about that trailer. Yeah, some of these leave me like, what?
People who
what?
didn't make it into the rockets were dying in combat. But we, the orphans and animals, didn't fight. Instead, together we adapted to nature that grew out of the rubble.
Whoa. This looks cool. Look out. Well, they're trying to catch you. January 19th. The Cub.
You're late. You're late.
Interesting.
I gotta get him changed.
You have to see if the game has boss battles. I'm always interested in side scrollers with cool boss battles. The cycle. New cycle. Nice logo. Ooh, I like that logo.
Welcome to New Cycle.
Oh, thanks.
New Cycle is a diesel punk city builder in which your decisions
Diesel
and
punk.
actions will either help grow a new society
It's like
after
Ryback
humanity's
and
collapse, or
Ryback
lead them
and
to
CM
doom.
Punk did the
game
fusion
will
dance.
be coming to Steam
Become
as
like
an
Diesel
early
Punk,
access
or
title
actually
on
Kevin Nash
January
and CM
18th.
Punk.
In this gameplay showcase, you will learn what it takes to build a thriving city in the post-apocalyptic world
Kevin Nash and
of
CM
Core
Punk hit
Engage's
opposite
debut
ropes
game.
and run at each other, and it just
This video will
become
be
Diesel
divided into
Punk.
3 parts, with each section guiding you through the steps of creating a safe haven for your people. In New Cycle, Earth was struck by a devastating solar flare that destroyed all high-tech infrastructure
noticing
in the
a,
blink of an eye. In the aftermath of
noticing a
this
theme
event,
that's happening. This is the
confusion
second
turned
trailer
into
we've seen tonight
strife,
with the
global
the
supply
sun,
networks disintegrating into
sun
scarcity
messing
and
with us.
disorder became absolute chaos, creating a chain of events that wiped almost all of humankind off the face of the earth
Is there a
within
movie
a
like
few
that?
decades.
Hang on a second. Is there a movie where the sun it lets off like a super flare or like an ultra flare, and we as a society have to figure out how to like how to shield ourselves from it or how to stop it, or else the Earth is gonna fry. That would be a cool disaster movie. I like those disaster movies where like the moon is crashing into the Earth, or asteroid, Armageddon, stuff like that. I like those movies where we gotta, as a society, come together to figure out how to stop it. Independence Day, stuff like that. It'd be cool if there was one about a solar flare, because the sun does have cycles, and we can kind of read when it's going to do things like that. So it could be like the sun is becoming more and more volatile, and we get a couple warning shots where it like scorches a part of the earth, and we see it, and we know that there's another one, or the scientists know, but they don't know if they should tell the public. But we start seeing it show up, so like they can't hide it anymore, and then we have to come together as a whole global society to figure out how to shield the earth from the incoming ray. Maybe we push the moon in the way or something like that. We mess up the moon's trajectory, and we have to figure out how to live with like a new normal of gravity on the earth or something afterwards. And so like the incoming blast from the sun, it hits the moon, and it just like totally blackens and fries one side of the moon, and we could see it in the sky or something. That'd be crazy. Did I just come up with a great movie? I think I did.
Now it is up to you to start from the beginning
Punk was the
and
last
help
match
humanity
Nash had.
get
Oh,
back on
really?
its feet.
Excalibur, I didn't know that.
Here we are
This
at our
looks
new
good.
humble settlement with just 35 people and a few basic resources.
I like the look of this for a
We
game where you
start
manage
off by giving
society
our
and stuff.
settlement a
It's
name and
normally
placing
not
gathering
very
camps
detailed.
as well as field camps in the nearby
At
vicinity.
least not up close.
In New Cycle, it is important to place those buildings where the resources are actually located. You can see the wood and stone sources popping up. This will help us to find the optimal spot for our field camps.
I don't normally
While
like
these
games like this, but
structures are
this
being
looks
built,
very nice.
we'll also need to dig wells to provide fresh water to your people.
Ooh.
Now that we have water, we have to assign workers to our camps to gather the basic resources that will satisfy the needs of our people and give them hope for a better life.
It's funny when we say fresh water. It's like
The
dude,
same
water's
building
been
can
around
provide different resources like the gathering
longer than
camp.
anything.
However, initially we
Well,
can
not
only
anything,
gather
but
mushrooms. Even in these humble
longer than
beginnings,
animals.
you see the first production chains starting to form. Field camps provide wood for the lumber mill, so it can be processed to lumber for advanced buildings, like the soup kitchen.
Please, sir, could I have some more?
But before you can do that, you have to rediscover lost knowledge. The early access release version of New Cycle will offer more than 50 buildings for you to discover. Once we have the knowledge and technology, we can build a soup kitchen that will use the water and the mushrooms we have gathered to make soup for our people.
I really like their soup. Soup is the post-apocalyptic gourmet meal.
As you can see, our people have no issue with wandering through the wilderness to arrive at their camp in the woods.
Really like the
However, we
grass
can
physics.
increase their productivity by building paths for them.
Nice, look at
We
that.
have wood, water, food, and stone, but what our people still need is shelter. We have entered fall, and the winter chill is coming quickly. During winter, there will be
This
no
is
more
cool
mushrooms to gather, so
Oh,
our
no more
people will have
shroom
to
goons.
survive with the food we have prepared.
I don't like water getting fresh with me. I'm scared of water in certain cases. Like, I'm scared
Thanks to
like,
good planning
thinking
and
of
preparation,
swimming in the
we
open
have
ocean
survived
is
the
just
first
scary
winter.
as heck
For
to
the
me. Not
first
knowing
time
what's
in
below
decades,
you,
these humans feel hopeful
not knowing how
and joyful
deep it
for what
is.
the future
That's so
might
scary
bring.
to me.
All thanks to you. Over time, refugees will join your settlement, children will be born, and your small community will grow. You have officially settled in hopes for a better life. Let's fast forward and have a look at a more advanced town.
This is a cool looking resource management and
We made
settlement
a
game.
jump in time,
I really like
and
the
our
look of
once
this.
small settlement has grown into a sizable town with dozens of inhabitants, each fulfilling their assigned role. Our town has entered a new era. We have working electricity, pubs, farms, and forges for manufacturing tools.
upgrades.
And with that, a plethora of new resources to
plethora?
manage.
I've never heard
As
anybody
the
say it
town
like that.
prospers and our technological knowledge
Plethora.
grows, we'll need to decide how many hunter-gatherers we really need to maintain basic supplies. This is because our new and more advanced buildings need more staff and also better trained residents. With paper production, for the first time in decades, we have the power to educate our people by sending them to the training center. Some of them have the potential to become craftsmen or even specialists, enhancing the efficiency of advanced buildings like mines and tailors. In some cases, these buildings can only run if you place craftsmen or specialists in them. An example of this is the coal generator that generates electricity for our town.
Ah. That's
With the
unnerving when
advancement of
you have a
healthcare and
wild
growing wealth in
imagination.
your
Time
town,
I
the
preferred
needs of
swimming
your
pools.
people
Oh,
grow as
geez.
well. They no longer accept living off simple soups or to run through the streets in torn rags. Your people demand a variety of meals, warm clothes, and proper
I don't even
health
think you
care.
need a weird. I don't even think you need a weird imagination to be scared of the ocean. Like, have you seen some of the stuff that they're still discovering in the ocean? It's ridiculous what's down there. Like, there's stuff that I've seen that I'm not even sure I could have imagined.
If these needs are not met, the morale of the entire settlement will deteriorate, potentially leading to devastating outcomes.
Uh-oh. Unrest. Oh, they didn't get their soup. It was a soup crisis. Oh no.
Morale management plays a pivotal role in New Cycle.
Some
There are
high-quality
numerous
assets
variables
here,
to
man. Look at
tweak
the art
in
and
order to
everything.
find the
Nice,
sweet
clean
spot between
menus,
giving our people
nice
what they
art.
want while also
This
keep
game
the
looks
work
pretty dang
efficiency
fresh.
up.
Like the water.
Although the reality is not that blissful, from time to time there are glimmers of hope. We can complete tasks brought to us by our residents or welcome visitors in our town to get a quick morale booster for our people.
My people, my people, my people, people,
But if
people.
things go south, we have to start enacting laws in order not to jeopardize our progress. Will you give your people more rights while slowing down your economic progress? Or are you enslaving them to ensure high production yields?
Oh, dang.
The choice is yours. The morale of your residents is not the only challenge, because in the aftermath of the solar flare, Earth's nature got out of balance. Harsh winters, deadly sandstorms, severe droughts, and other catastrophes threaten the safety of your people. These natural disasters pose a constant threat to your fragile community's efficiency.
Look at us
and
looks.
health.
I'm very
And
impressed.
it seems there are even bigger catastrophes to come.
Oh no. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? You're gonna do all this and like halfway through the game, or like 75% of the way through the game.
Let's do one last jump forward
You're
in
gonna get
time and look
scorched
how our
again.
city
It's gonna
has
reset your whole
progressed.
society.
It's been a few years
Scorch
now
is such
since
a
we
cool
settled
word,
down in this region. We have overcome hunger, famine, and numerous long winters. Thanks to our planning and management, we have endured and grew into a thriving diesel punk metropolis.
Diesel punk.
In this state of the game, we are managing more than 40 different resources at a time, and the production chains grew long. We have rediscovered forgotten technologies, and we started the process of automation in our city. One of the most important features of a flourishing city are the conveyor belts
Cheetos.
that significantly increase the speed of your production chains. Building these may mean that you have to reorganize your town to make room, but in the end, it will pay out as the efficiency of factories connected by conveyor belts will increase significantly.
Dang, so you really rebuild society.
Optimizing
basically.
production is one thing, but we also need a continuous supply of basic resources like wood, water, and iron. This proves to be challenging later in the game, as almost all resources on our map are finite, and even the most basic resource like water can become scarce once another drought hits our town. This is where another exciting feature becomes most important: expeditions and setting up a railway system. Early in the game, you get the opportunity to send
must
out
do
scouts in the
expeditions
surrounding area
expeditiously.
around your city. You never know what resources and opportunities your scouts will encounter on their journey. Maybe they'll find valuable resources that you can mine, or a particularly rich hunting ground.
Maybe they'll find the predator.
But now that we have the technological knowledge, we start building a railway system that connects us and our people with the rest of the world. The train is one of the most important technologies to rediscover, and it takes a lot of resources to set up. But once you get the train rolling, you will see goods pouring in with
how cool
incredible
this looks.
efficiency. Aside from the resources that can be found scattered in the world, it is also
Saw a bunch of
useful
people
to
dying
explore
on the
surrounding
side over
areas, as it will allow us to set up outposts and build watchtowers that will guide newcomers to our city. Even when the morale is up and the resources are coming in and the production chains are working, you should never let your guard down, as new threats for your survival are looming behind every corner in New Cycle. In the end, it is up to you to care for your people, to make the right decisions, and to answer the question once and for all: is there a future beyond survival? We hope that this glimpse into
crazy
New
detailed
Cycle
game.
gave
I
you a
like
better
this.
understanding of what the game is about. New Cycle will be coming to early access on January 18th, with more than 50 buildings to maintain, over 40 resources to manage, and numerous technologies to rediscover. On release, the game will offer a sandbox mode in which you can build and grow freely, an exciting campaign, and 3 different biomes to explore, each with their own exciting mix of advantages and disadvantages. For example, if you choose the tundra biome, you will have to deal less yields from mining and hunting, but you will find particularly rich fishing grounds. While the sandbox and campaign mode will be available from the start, later the developers will also add multiple challenging scenarios, while you'll take control of advanced settlements that are in dire need of help. Prepare to take drastic measures to save these cities from their demise.
Let's hope that my charger didn't.
No matter
fully
how
die.
you play, the developers
not
at Core
charging now.
Engage are looking forward to welcoming you to the world of New Cycle on January 18th.
Dang, they're that
Wishlist
far
the
along.
game now on Steam, so you won't miss out on any future updates. Thank you for watching, and may you lead your people to prosperity.
That's crazy, man. What a cool looking game. I normally don't like games like that, but that
You're late.
was pretty awesome. Saw AEW Santana Twitter. I don't know if it's mean he done. Oh, Tobin, what's up, man? Santana and Ortiz have been very poorly used in AEW. There are certain people you can tell just like it's shaking their ability to love their job anymore. I'm sure it happens everywhere, but we're talking about Santana, so that sucks. I hope it's not true. Brand new character.
فلتلتهمك العاصفة الرملية الحارقة.
Shaheen.
لا أريد إيذاك، لكن سأقاتلك.
Yo, Mustafa Ali's in the game. What is this background?
هذا كل شيء.
He's from Street Fighter. He's what's his name? Rashid of the Turbulent Wind.
ستخبرني بكل ما تعرفه عن وفاة
Yo, he's
صديقي.
talking that trash. Triple T. Ooh. Crack your back. I like that slide with that flash kick. Slide you all around like you're surfing. Dang.
سأنتقم لك.
That's some nice details. This is one of your characters. Very nicely done. Have you played as him? You say that like you played as him.
You're
Or
late.
you're just liking his style, or did you find a way to play as him? This music in the background of this ad sounds like a part in Life is Strange. Lost Odyssey? Oh, I don't think that has anything to do. Hey, Ember Moon.
Water.
Wait a minute.
Earth.
I mean, Athena.
Fire. Air.
What?
This is going to be my first time actually officially playing, and we're finally here.
What the heck? I didn't
Roleplay
expect to
is
see
like
Ember Moon out of nowhere.
Every actor out there should roleplay.
I give tabletop all the gratitude in the world. Without
Oh, they
having
didn't
that
even put her
role-playing
name on this
aspect, I
thing.
don't think I would have made it to WWE,
Oh, there we go.
Ring of Honor.
Athena Palmer there.
That I kind of disappeared from
Her real
the
name is
world for
Athena?
a long time. I haven't done anything since Avatar, and I've been kind of doing my own thing. But I'm here again. I'm back. It's great to
Played
be
him
here.
in Tekken 7. Oh, he existed in that game? I thought he was a new
Welcome
character.
to the land of the mind.
Look at this, man. Some AEW stars making the jump. This is looking epic. Yo. Oh, tomorrow. Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching
Oh my
high-rise
god,
city.
what is this?
It's a beautiful day, perfect to explore the bustling metropolis. For
That was
easy
cool right
access
there.
to the city
High Rise
center,
City,
hop
official
on the
Metro and
connecting
Plains
metro at
DLC.
Gate 42.
Next station, Marketplace.
Hey,
All
thank you
tennis
guys for
fans
joining
can
me
take
and
the
being
connecting
part of the
bus to
nitty-gritty tonight.
stadium on street level.
Metro and Plains DLC available now.
High-rise city. Truck driver. Oh, you know this is gonna be the trailer of the night. Upgrades. Drive the truck. Drive the truck. Don't give up. Don't give a truck. Hanging with Howard the Duck. Probably the best game. Big mother truckers.
Vaping overtook
What about big
everything
rigs?
that was actually important
Big
in my
rigs. Angerfoot.
This just in.
What is an
Dancing gators
Angerfoot?
reported in the sewers. Let's talk.
This looked like you. Well, stop being a punk and get back on your feet. We get it. Some jerk steals your precious shoe collection, and now you have to do something about it. Well, get mad. Get angry with Angerfoot. That's right. Kick your way to revenge, not defeating popcorn. Strap on these snazzy sneakers and just start kicking. Doesn't matter what it is, kick it till you get revenge. You understand? No. Well then. Angerfoot, coming soon. Forward Digital is not liable for any kicking that might occur as a result of this ad. Please ignore any and all suggestions to kick people.
Angerfoot. Oh, here we go.
All the fun is right here.
Hello, I'm Axel Ridby, Game Director here at Rocksteady Studios.
I'm Darius Sadigian, Studio Director at Rocksteady Studios.
Rocksteady, we're so excited to welcome you all to episode 2 of our ongoing series, Suicide Squad Insider. In our last episode, we gave you a look at our combat system that combines story, powerful traversal abilities, iconic melee attacks, and explosive gunplay to offer something truly unique.
Hello, beautiful.
We wanted to challenge ourselves. We
Yeah, it looks
wanted
like Michael
to
Cole.
expand and really push ourselves in terms of making something new and fresh.
Light him up.
When first introduced, the free-flow combat of Batman Arkham Asylum broke new ground and
It
set a
was
standard
awesome.
that is still popular today.
What an
In that
incredible,
spirit, the
incredible
Rocksteady
game
team
that was.
decided to delve into new mechanics.
If you're playing solo, you have the power to make combat in our game unique to you while making your way through our story campaign. If you decide to play co-op with friends, you can each become an expert with your playstyle and customize builds, creating a powerful squad unlike any other.
Each person can offer a different benefit to the play experience.
We're super excited to see those sort of team play, synergistic effects happen.
You want a high five?
Up high.
In the Suicide Squad, the world, the narrative, all our features evolve through the lens of DC lore.
Fans for the DC Universe are going to be really excited for this. Not only are we bringing characters back that we've used in the Arkham series, but we're introducing new ones.
You can call me Colonel Rick Flag.
We want players to feel like they explored the
This
DC
look like Michael
universe
Cole's
with
brother
us,
or something?
Not just through the story, but also through the mechanics.
Ah, no lasso? You gotta be kidding me.
In this episode, we'll meet some of the
Dude, you're
iconic
dead.
DC characters who will be helping.
I'm so sorry, but like if you legitimately stepped to Wonder Woman, you're dead. You're like so dead. To me, she is almost as overpowered as Superman. Like she's one of the most deadly comic book characters. If you ever step to her, there's no way, especially as just a normal human basically. It's just murder. But I have heard recently that the shark guy, what's his name? Beta Ray Bill, what's his name? What's the shark guy's name? King Shark or whatever. I hear that he's formidable enough to actually take on Superman somehow. But still.
Our anti-heroes to take on their impossible mission.
Awesome.
Through conversations with our team, our voice cast, and our playtesters, along with extended gameplay, we'll give you a preview of some of the amazing new possibilities
Shark?
we're excited
Thank
about.
you, thank you.
Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice
Jackson,
League.
thank you for joining us. And thanks for the info.
which superheroes did you say you were again?
This is Suicide Squad Insider, Episode 2.
Nice.
The RPG
I still haven't
systems
beat
are
Arkham
the
Knight, dude. I gotta beat it someday.
Things like weapon customization.
I don't know what
talent
happens in it. I'm sure it's
customization,
cool.
Things that really let players get into how they want their character to play.
Now, let's begin.
We built this game with near limitless strategic and personal options.
Players craft their own character within a character. Everyone can pick not only their favorite, but really make a character that's their own.
There's really high skill ceiling mechanics in this game where as you learn to traverse, as you learn to combine your character's abilities more and more, you become better, your character becomes stronger, and in the story of the game, you're taking on stronger and stronger threats.
We have this perspective of always tying back to the narrative and always giving context around the mechanics. With the DC world out there, it just gave us unlimited potential.
With the Arkham games, you could modify some elements of Batman himself. But we knew early on, going with an action shooter was an opportunity to go down a new path and try out new mechanics with a new type of game.
Someone's been busy. How'd you have time to make all this?
In our last episode, we showed the Suicide Squad recruiting the Penguin for Argus.
Okay, Waller. We bagged Penguin.
He goes back to the Hall of Justice to start helping the squad out.
I'm taking authority.
Since we last showed you the Justice League's HQ, it's had a makeover from Amanda Waller and her team, and it's now the forward operating base for Argus's fight against Brainiac.
Look at those statues, nice
so when
statues.
considering gameplay, we knew we needed an arms dealer.
You need a good gun runner.
For us, it's been great to bring Penguin back from the Arkham days. We love working with this character.
What he gives you is lots of options for upgrading individual weapons, crafting.
It feels like you're actually interacting with Penguin when you're crafting these items. And that's really where Penguin as a character comes to life in the game.
You get to build them up.
Reminds me of the Marvel Avengers game. Draco,
and
I
you can
agree
play
with
the
you.
game in a way that's unique to you.
It gives me that feeling too.
We have weapons based on different manufacturers.
Star Labs.
I may or may not have already played this game. Because the developer may or may not have given me the game to play. But in said possibility, I'm sure that there would be something that would stop me from talking about it. So I guess I wouldn't be able to tell you guys much about it, besides that it might have happened.
Hammer Tech, we have LexCorp, we have DCPD, and they all come with different flavors.
Lex is very scientific, man, right? The guns are very scientific in nature. They have very specific recoil patterns and spread patterns, almost like they are calculated. Then we have Amatech, which is more improvised weaponry, really fast fire rates, high ammo capacity, but it kicks like a donkey.
And once you've unlocked those manufacturers, you can go to Penguin and ask him to sort of craft specific weapons in those manufacturers.
Different guns will play with different styles. Maybe you've got a Deadshot focused on critical hits, on headshots. That might mean that you want to favor a legendary gun which works with that playstyle.
Nice, nice, nice!
Penguin is only one member of what we call the support squad.
Toot toot scumbag!
That looks like Michael Cole so much to me.
Supervillains that the squad have begged, stolen, or borrowed from.
For players who just want to play through the story, they'll get the full arsenal to be able to take on the Justice League. But for players who really want to sort of maximize their characters, the support squad missions unlock really cool features.
Our designers have put a lot of effort into making sure that when you play the game, you can have a very different experience from someone else.
Let's meet the rest of the support squad. Here we can see the scientist Gizmo, who has set up shop in the basement of the Hall of Justice.
You're perfect.
We know.
His primary contribution to the squad is the sort of airdropped vehicles that you can use for combat.
You see how she had the face paint like the Joker?
Vehicle with rockets and a turret and sort of blow shit up. And the havoc you can create is outstanding.
Each character from the DC universe offers the player a different way of interacting with the game.
I've been trying on the name Toyman. More like Annoy Man. Am I right?
Toyman is one character that helps you actually figure out ways of defeating the Justice League.
He's a tech boy genius who wants nothing more than to help save Metropolis. He can't quite come to terms with the fact that his heroes are now the villains.
Changing stuff is my middle name.
You can unlock more and more things you can do with Toyman to enhance your gear.
If you want to really perfect your gear to really suit how you like to play the game, Toyman's the character to talk to.
I'm Huck.
Hack is this sort of electronic astral projection.
Anything that has electricity, Hack can manifest through.
By working with Hack and increasing your talent points over the course of the game, you can unlock a whole myriad of different abilities.
For example, with Harley, you can increase her grenade damage.
Alongside the talent tree, we have what we call the combat combo system. As you're doing these more intricate moves, you build up your combo faster, and the higher that combo is, the more talents you activate.
Looks like laundry day is today.
Oh, that's so slow.
Hack also uses her abilities to literally hack Brainiac's comms, so you get to listen in on what the Justice League is talking about, and you also get to hear their sort of corrupted personalities and how different they are from the heroes you once knew.
We have complete control, Brainiac.
Now let's talk about one more member of our support staff.
Yeah, that's right.
Another
This is
infamous
the last...
DC villain that Director Waller once recruited.
This is the last voice acting job that Kevin Conroy did, the voice of Batman from the Batman animated series. This is the last one. As soon as I heard him, I remembered. That's really cool. That's it's almost reason enough by itself to make me really want this game.
At this point in the game, the squad has discovered evidence that Poison Ivy may be alive.
Ivy? Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy?
Dead Poison Ivy after Scarecrow gave Gotham a crop dusting.
For fans who pay close attention to Arkham Knight, they will remember that when Poison Ivy died, she left behind a little sprout.
I got a real strong hunch she ain't pushing up daisies no more.
And in this game, you discover that that sproutling has been cared for by some people who may have had their own motivations for doing so. But in the chaos of Metropolis, she's escaped.
Find her. Bring her to me for questioning.
Using special technology they've acquired, the Suicide Squad is tracking Ivy down.
If Ivy's in the city, this tracker will lead you to her.
Unless y'all want to end up a poorly plated
Cool Samoa Joe's in this game.
Let me talk to Ives first.
So in playing solo, players can switch between any of the characters, and you'll get to experience all the different play styles across all of the different missions.
And here we go!
Samoa Joe.
So here she is. Thought she'd be taller.
Are you serious right now? Poison Ivy is a redhead. This is a plant. You might be the dumbest.
Whoa. BBC Seymour. I'm back.
There's my girl.
Wait, what?
She is not made of meat.
Huh.
Is this what you call a vegetarian option?
I don't know you, but my pheromones remember you. Strange emotions.
Tell me about it. Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size. You really don't know me? Harley and Ivy forever? In 10-story burning letters?
Nope.
Nope.
Jeez.
Nice
Lex
facial
LexCorp
animation there.
really did a number on you, huh, Red? He dressed you up in that outfit, too?
No. I took it when I broke out. He shut me in a room in his tower. If I worked on the things he wanted, I got a whole hour of sunlight every day.
What did he want?
Weapons, making them more effective against the alien invaders. You know, they're very susceptible to plant toxins. And,
What an
I know
interesting
all
twist.
about plant toxins.
We know. That's why they call you Poison Ivy.
It's just Ivy, weirdo.
Where's Lex now?
I don't know. Something spooked him, I guess. He got in his big robot suit and stomped off.
Ooh, I know that look. Who you murdering?
The corrupted things that are coming. All of them. They're poisoning the earth with their gross bodies. So I lured them here.
The wrath of nature.
What a savage.
I like it.
Oh, this is my friend Daphne. We'll make all the aliens choke to death on spores. You make sure Daphne doesn't die, or you're next.
Oh, jeez.
Waller, be advised Lex is AWOL in a power suit, and Ivy's an eco-terrorist middle schooler. Deadshot out.
How'd we end up hugging a
Eco-terrorist middle
giant
schooler.
plant? Well, I have allergies. Anyone care? Ah!
Here's a brief look at the mission that follows your first encounter with Ivy. You'll see a variety of custom builds and loadouts that draw on the power of DC villains.
Ivy's plans need protection. Split up your squad to attack from different directions.
Our asses won't get kicked just standing here. Now go defend!
Combat in this game revolves around 3 core pillars: traversal, gunplay, and melee. Someone like Deadshot can take a vantage point, can provide cover fire. You can find wild ways to upgrade your melee attacks. With the Great Suspender, a single boomerang can launch several enemies off the ground.
A job worth doing right.
Harley's gun is from the Bane's Rage set. Landing a critical hit spawns a power-up that can infuse other weapons like grenades with Bane's Rage.
Bane's Rage. Uh-oh.
Making them more powerful.
I mean, Bane's gonna be in this?
Daphne, quickly! Those aliens pollute everything.
King Shark's loadout here includes Black Mask's Bulletstorm and the Heatwave's Molten Shield to synergize. He has triggered the Bulletstorm effect, which means that he's now immune from damage thanks to the Heatwave's
I don't
Molten
think
Shield.
they're supposed to be the same
making this a perfect
universe,
opportunity
basically.
to getting close.
I think they said that James Gunn, he's in charge of the DCU right now. And he said that like the games aren't necessarily part of the cinematic universe. Which makes sense because none of these people look like the movie except for King Shark. I mean, even if you look at Superman, Superman doesn't look anything like
Although she doesn't remember her
Henry
old life,
Cavill.
Ivy is still a deadly expert
You know what
with
I mean?
toxins.
I
and
think
she
that
can
they're
offer
not
your bills
supposed
an
to be.
interesting new feature: afflictions.
The results.
I think this is closer to the Arkham
When
cinematic
you
universe,
manage to
not
recruit her,
the,
she
not
comes back to the Hall of
DC,
Justice as kind of like a loose cannon, precocious
film
toddler
universe.
who also has terrifying genetic engineering powers.
Then we introduced the concept of afflictions. Players can apply these afflictions to their melee weapons, their grenades, so they can mix and match different things for the encounter.
And each affliction ties back to a DC character.
So we have 4 afflictions: Diablo Blaze.
Meet the sheet. Toss the sheet. Detergent has a new boss. New Arm & Hammer Power Sheets Laundry Detergent.
Bombarded with ads.
Origel's leading formula helps you fight
Thank you.
pain
Thank you.
and immediately hit pause on that throbbing toothache with the #1 oral pain.
Bombarded.
Sets people on fire, burns them over time. But you can't shield harvest them. We have deep freeze, freezes people. You can shatter them with your guns, but they are pretty resistant to melee damage. They won't drop ammo when you die.
At any point, you can have up to 2 different elemental afflictions, then add in the 3 other players. So what you've got there is lots of different ways to engage with enemies.
Your fight is far from over.
So at Rocksteady, what we sort of pride ourselves on is investigating how players play. Do they get the language that we're trying to create? We had an amazing opportunity to get a group of proper gamers from the community involved in the development process pretty early.
Some of the characters, the mission types join the story. I'd definitely say this has got a Rocksteady stamp on it.
The experience of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is really fluid, really smooth, it feels really polished. It's chaos, but in a good way.
It's very fast and very momentum-based. And I think there's a lot of verticality to it.
No other game that makes you feel so free and powerful.
Yes! You also have this deep building of your character with a more superhero twist. For example, I kind of gravitated towards Deadshot because I'm a big fan of shooting guns and big crit builds. You can use the juggling mechanic to get 100% crit chance, and then from there, do big damage.
The knowledge that we gain, seeing players explore the mechanics, It gave us like a little taste of what it's going to be like when we got like a bigger community to share the game with.
Now listen, how about a team up?
When the studio made the Arkham series, we were very much focused on single character, single perspective. And with this game, we saw that opportunity to get the community more involved.
For us, it was about expanding and enhancing into something new and
Brainiac.
different. And we wanted this experience to be shared with more than just one person.
One of the coolest experiences in the game is when you're playing with friends and each character can tackle
every
the
one of these
problems that
people
you're
in,
facing together differently.
The new Injustice game. If they're gonna make a new Injustice, that'd be awesome.
All these characters are geared up to be able to complement each other.
Because each of them is moving differently, sometimes another character might come in from a direction you don't expect. You can create unintentional cinematic moments with your friends. When you really are in sync with your squad, it's such a special feeling, and I think something I haven't experienced in any other game.
Multiplayer is new for the studio, but it's super exciting because we get to see Rocksteady hallmarks of story-driven game, but from multiple perspectives, and getting to share that with your friends is pretty unique.
We hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Suicide Squad Insider.
Phew, I need a smoke.
I need more therapy.
In our next episode, we'll take a look at what you can expect from our game after launch.
This is the biggest cinematic experience that Rocksteady has ever created, with more hours of cinematic cutscenes than ever before. But I think we leave the setting of our story open enough that for post-launch content, players will be excited to come back and find out what we're going to do next.
You, want to talk about it?
Know what, Quinn? I do.
I don't think players are ready for the new playable characters they're going to get, or even the places they're going to get to take them.
This game is much bigger than the world of the Suicide Squad. Rocksteady will continue to build on the story.
We're delivering you a full game, but for those that want to go further, we're going to have lots of new updates that are free to our players, and we really want to engage with our community to give them new experiences regularly.
At the end of the game, everyone goes, wow, this was a hell of a ride. Let's play again.
Nice.
It was the
stuff,
night before
man.
Christmas.
Wow.
The stockings were
like that a
hung
lot.
by the chimney, and the Avengers were fighting a brand new superpower.
I'm Santa Claus, baby.
Starting tomorrow, unwrap one new episode every day for 9 straight days.
So, who's our bad guy?
That's cool. They're not making you wait a week. You just gotta go day by day.
Throw a holiday party. What could go wrong? What If Season 2, streaming tomorrow.
Nice. They're not making you wait a whole day. I mean, a whole week. Now all you have to do is you watch one episode, then the next day you show up, there's a new episode. This game has some crazy art. We played the first one a little bit. It's a tough game. Blasphemous.
Sabíamos de antemano que iba a haber una segunda parte. El DLC 3 lo dejamos con ciertos links. Es una manera de dejar abierto algo a base de no explicarlo demasiado, pero que te dispare la imaginación un poco.
Imagine the possibilities behind Blasphemous 2. Tales from Siberia.
Entonces le dimos un final a la DLC. Después de los créditos le añadimos una imagen perturbadora, intrigante, que no se haya visto a lo largo del juego y que la gente pudiera especular al respecto. Para hacer eso tenía que tener en mi cabeza el core de la historia de Blasphemous 2, por lo menos iniciado.
So they put
Entonces,
in
ese
a
proceso creativo
a sequel
de la
basically
historia
at the
del
end of
2
the first one.
empezó con el último DLC ya.
El inicio de Blasphemous se basa siempre en el corazón, que es lo que dejamos abierto en el
The
final
heart.
de Blasphemous 1.
Al ser un juego nuevo, hacía falta hacer un escenario nuevo, un setting. Parece que el juego en sí mismo no nos pedía cambiar la localización a otra tierra con otro nombre. Nos pedía mantener la original. Entonces se nos ocurrió ocultar que era Custodia, hacer una evolución como de un tiempo indeterminado y que esa nueva tierra tuviera vestigios de la Custodia original.
Podemos deducir, jugando al juego, que el milagro sigue allí, ha intentado crear nuevos iconos, pero ha fallado. Y de esos fallos ha nacido la corrupción.
Los jugadores se dan cuenta que están realmente en custodia, pero es nuevo, un mundo nuevo. O sea, se ven los cimientos del juego anterior.
Siempre creamos la propia narrativa del juego dejando huecos de forma intencional para que el jugador los rellene.
I love the
Lo
art
que
style,
busco
man.
es algo que me impacte sin importar nada más. Una vez que tengo esa idea, que ya de por sí me impactan, trabajo con Juanmi, codo con codo, para darle forma visual final.
Look at the
Este
work,
proceso
man.
a
I
veces
love
se
stuff like
larga,
this.
otras
The
veces es
behind the
inmediato.
scenes, so epic.
Y él es capaz de adelantarse a cosas que le voy a pedir y da con las ideas clave. Otras veces sí es un proceso más iterativo hasta que damos con el aspecto final. Y a partir de ahí trabajamos en la historia y en su lore.
Una de las primeras cosas
looks so cool.
que hicimos en reunión, todos los diseñadores y Enrique, fue definir nuevos patrones que queríamos para las storylines. Que no solo fuera ve a este sitio y coge este objeto y vuelve y pasa algo, sino que hubiera un pasito más. Hay casos en los que sí llega Enrique y dice esta es mi historia, hay otros casos en los que sí deja un hueco que he podido rellenar yo completando la narrativa, y hay otros en los que la hemos podido hacer de cero porque era una necesidad de diseño, como puedan ser mejorar las armas. Como normalmente la mayoría de las historias dependen de un único NPC, pues ese es el que lleva la carga del script. Se hace ese NPC, se coloca en su sitio o sus sitios y,
I'll be your end
y
of
ya está,
days.
se desarrolla hasta el final.
End of days.
Historia como tal
Yo.
del protagonista o del mundo
Robert Stone.
de principio a fin.
Thank you for the bits,
Sino
man.
que está hecho en base de pequeñas historias que
Robert
se comunican entre ellas y que coexisten dentro de ese mundo.
Robert Stone, welcome, man.
A mí me parece más interesante
It's been a,
las historias separadas de personajes o de
eventful
zonas
episode of
de custodia
the nitty-gritty,
que
man.
una historia
Some great
cronológica
games.
de los eventos
Great looking games
históricos.
with some very
Esas ideas
interesting
originales sí pueden
dives
influenciar
into
por
the
cosas que
gameplay.
ya existan, ¿no? Una película, un personaje de una película o de una leyenda o algo así. O otra simplemente es un
The art style is so
algo visual que me llama la
incredible in this game.
Enrique tiene una cosa en la cabeza, Michael tiene otra, yo tengo otra. Y podemos diferir muchísimo, pero todo
Sorry, late to the
encaja
party. You
en,
never have to be sorry,
en
man.
el juego, y eso también es bonito.
Los
Glad to
viejos
have
comiendo
you here
sopa,
when you
que
can
son
be.
Castula y Drifón, vienen de una idea que tuvo Michael buscando inspiración en las obras de Goya, ¿no? Como
Look at his
hicimos en
face.
Blasphemous 1. A él se le ocurrió la historia de que estuvieran los viejos comiendo sopa en el juego, ¿no? Plasmado. Con Andrés se nos ocurrió la idea de que cuando entras en la sala uno está muerto y otro está vivo.
One dead and the other one's
Y si
alive.
sales y
If you
entras,
go
pues
out, they
cambian.
come back, they
Y puedes
switch.
hacer la historia de uno o de otro. Otro es personajes de la casa de Bernarda Alba, que es la propia Bernarda Alba, vestida con su velo en una silla con el bastón. Entonces está inspirado en ese teatro de Lorca.
Really?
Otro es el personaje inspirado en la película de los Santos Inocentes, que es la madre que sujeta a la niña. Sínodo, el himno de las 1000 voces, está inspirado en un cuadro del entierro del conde Orgaz. Ahí salen como dos personajes que están vestidos como de pontífices llenos de oro, y a partir de esa imagen del cuadro
I hate
le dimos
missing
forma
it, Jones.
al aspecto visual de ese boss. A su
That's
historia
kind of
y
what
a
I
sus
hope for.
detalles
I
narrativos.
hope people
A mí
like
la
what I do
storyline
to
que
the
más
point
me
where they
gusta es a nivel técnico,
want to be
porque en sí su historia no tiene mucho, que es la señora a la que le flotan unos querubines, que te ayuda a subir la vida. En sí la storyline no tiene nada especial,
TNA.
pero fue muy complicada de
The
hacer,
art style
tuvo
is
muchos
just
retos a
so
nivel de scripting.
epic, man.
Esa misión
the
tiene
imagination is just
muchas
impressive to
alternativas,
me.
sobre todo porque su propia misión pues, consiste en entregarle objetos para subir vida, objetos para mejorar las matraces, y además tiene como una submisión que es el cáliz que tiene al lado. Para cruzar todo eso, pues a lo mejor tardé 2 meses en que funcionara. Que eso es una
Saw that?
barbaridad
Like the
comparado con el
bone
resto
in
de-
her arm was
de
sticking out, and
storylines.
just the
Un
flesh
personaje
itself
está
was
inspirado en la leyenda del Cristo de las Mieles. Cuenta la historia de que vieron a un Cristo llorar en el cementerio de Sevilla. Y es que el Cristo estaba hecho de metal, estaba hueco, y habían creado unas abejas unos panales. Y la miel se estaba cayendo por los ojos. Y aquí le dimos una vuelta a tuerca, como siempre hacemos, y se pueden ver las abejas en la miel, y esa persona que está viva está hueca y tiene la miel dentro.
Sí, depende de la storyline. Hay algunas que se han cerrado en cuestión de 3 semanas y otras hasta el final no se han cerrado porque también hay muchas iteraciones. Pero al final lo que es cerrar una storyline que diga yo no la voy a tocar nunca más, eso no pasa hasta que está cerrado el juego.
So cool, man. And there's another episode coming. They've been documenting the entire making of the game. I'd love to watch these back to back to back when the game comes out. Oh, it's out. Wow, it's out already? I didn't know that. Nice. Gotta get in touch with them and see if they'll give me the game. Can't be shelling out mad cash right now. Oh, For Honor, the new content. This is actually a pretty long episode of this, so I guess there's gonna be a bunch of content. They've been keeping up very well. You could sit down and drink a nice hot drink. Nice. He said, ha ha ha. Drink the frozen drink. That's pretty cool. You get surrounded by a wreath and candles. Hi. Oh, goodness. Sobbing uncontrollably. Treason is the reason. Year 7, Season 4. They have definitely stretched this game much longer than normal. 7 years? You'd think they would have a sequel by now, right? Guess not. Here we go. It's Anna time. Jinshin. Yo, I miss playing this game. Me too, Goku. I was just thinking that. I'm like, man, this game was fun. I actually did pretty okay in it. My son is the best. My son is so good at that game that like, he, because I'd have my children every other weekend, and they'd come over, and he would play the game, and I'd just be in awe of how good he is. And this is coming from a person who is like played fighting games at I'd say very near the highest level. And I was amazed by how good he was. Like, he was so good at the game that he basically could make whatever he wanted happen, and he proved it. Like, he could make someone humiliate themselves, and that's when you know you're good at a game, when you can make other people look bad on purpose. Like, not even just win, but make people look bad. He just I don't even know, man. I wish if there was a like a esport type of thing, somebody would be lucky to pick him up for their team. He was that good, dude. He could just basically humiliate fools. La, 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 la. Yo. Say what? Then what? I like it. Oh yeah, man. Na 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 na. Save me from, please, Mikazuchi.
Tai Chi is
Naraka
heaven
Blade
and earth
Point.
united as one. Is my fist and the universe. In nature, I temper my will. With my staff, I purge all evil. For I am Shaolin. Into all existence, all things above and below, I shift my shape.
Nice dress.
Yet unshaken remains my will.
Whoa. Looking cool as heck.
In a grain of sand, my fists weave a work of art. Wing Chun, one that leaves all
Wing Chun,
in awe.
yes.
My fists are cannon, my body is shield. For I embody martial arts.
Training against clones of yourself. Nice. Bloop. Is this game the best? Yo, Bruce Lee is in the game? What? Yo. They're finally loosening up with the Bruce Lee stuff. Yeah, this is auto points, baby. You know it. Bruce freaking Lee? Yeah, yeah, it's over, dude. That's a auto point and a half shell. Auto power. You gotta be kidding me. Like, that was maybe one of the most hyped things I've seen all year. The reveal of him and the graphics like that? Holy moly. Hit him with the stick. This lady in her dress. That dress is awesome. Enter the dragon, exit the building. It's over. It's over. Oh, this dress is pretty cool too. Level up your calf. Jeez, these are some huge swords. Whoa. Reminds me of Ivy from Soul Calibur. splattered. Splatter your brain matter, then add up the data. Do the kata. Dude, this is lovely. What a lovely looking game.
I think that someone has cast a level 10 Endless Winter spell.
What are you suggesting,
Elf? Stan has been acting strange ever since he thought his version of the rules were best. I was gearing up my army to get to him and force him to talk to me to see what he was up to. But then the new kid came and got in the way.
Oh, Ringmaster would love
nice
this.
going, new kid. This storm isn't going to end, and our town is in serious trouble.
Stay back! We're out of stuff!
Then we have no choice. New kid, we must get to the Marshwalk. Stan. Hey, new kids! I'm gonna be king. You chose the wrong side.
Oh.
Ha! The new kids are dead! No! Finish the quest! Get powered up! And stop embarrassing me! Beep. I cast a spell, your health is back to 100. Get the fuck up! God, I have to do everything around here.
THQ Nordic. PS5, Series X and S. Switch even. Nice. It's nice to see new games coming to Switch still. That console definitely has some power issues. Shadow League, new trait.
Still
a game
breathing?
that I wish was on console and wish was
Well,
more
you've
successful. It
survived this
seems like
far.
such a good idea for a game.
I might
but
as well show you something that might
just
keep you alive a little
underserved.
longer.
I want to play this.
The
Last
trait
games
name
look
is
interesting.
the Shadow Leap.
I have a 5-year-old
And you can
who
get it
can't
if
be
you
watching
pledge
that.
to the Grounded Pact. It
Don't
allows
blame
you to
me.
move between worlds and come back out within a
Probably a
corrupted
good
enemy.
choice.
Near as I can tell, the path
I
leads
have
through
a
the
South
land
Park
of the
game. I
dead.
have
But the ripping apart
the
sure
Stick
as
of
hell
Truth
happens in
on
our world.
PlayStation 3.
See that meathead over there?
Been
Try
trying
it.
to sell it for a while, but everybody
what?
likes it, but nobody wants to buy it.
You're now where he was, and he's just pieces of meat around you. Think of what
I think
you
I
can
got
do
it up
with
for
that
like $9 at this point.
Yeah, it
People
hurts a
still
bit.
won't buy it.
But down here, what doesn't?
Like, man, you get a whole physical game with the box and the inserts and all that stuff for $9. People still don't want it. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, the Stick of
Vaping
Truth.
overtook my friendships, my physical health. When you're addicted, it tunnel visions you.
that name, the name of that game is so
because
crazy.
you have to have a vape in those plans now.
Next up, Warpath, Rome Trailer Part 2. Hang on just 1 second, I'll be right back.
Let's say we set off on another adventure. Yeah, Mr. Hero? If I'm being honest, I think part of me's been waiting for this day for a long time. This ain't the 1st time.
Go.
It sure as hell ain't the last. Quit acting so tough. We're not gonna leave our friend out to dry like that.
January 26th. That was a short trailer? Wow. Great name, yeah.
So was it like being a private investigator?
The job is lonely. You're set up for hours watching the monsters.
Sounds perfect.
I'll show you how to run the business, how to protect yourself, how to shoot.
Well, let me introduce you to Cassie Holt.
Hi.
She's a colleague of my friend, Mikhail Tellini. I hereby appoint you, Cassie Holt, special investigator to the murder of a brother investigator.
Whatever they were looking for, I'm guessing they didn't find.
Continue tracking the money trail.
Wait a minute. What's this guy's name? I forgot his name. Puss in Boots.
About a hidden room.
Not supposed to be any hidden rooms.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
It's not a very well hidden room. It's got a doorknob. Antonio Banderas, thank you. Dude, I cannot remember his name. I was like Del Toro? Benicio Del Toro?
Maybe not, but I promise you.
Thank you, Excalibur.
That I will.
He was stabbed 8 times.
In broad daylight. Oh my God. We sell them for money. When does this end?
The monster look like everyone else out there. The predator's strength is camouflage.
Predators.
The
predators.
Don't let the monster win.
No, never again.
They're obsessed with legacy.
I feel like it's a skill. I feel like it's a skill for a girl who's as pretty as her to like downgrade to the point where she looks like a average just person doing a job. She is a very pretty woman with like class and style, but being able to downgrade that into a believable character for a movie is a skill as well. I feel like leveling someone up and leveling someone down, these are skills that require great hairdressers, great makeup artists. Like either way, sometimes there's people who are above or below the like average, and there are ways that you can achieve either or without the person having to change, without having to recast the role.
I'm gonna kill you.
So it's really cool to see her in a believable down to earth light, because there's just like a whole other stratosphere she could be in when it comes to like how she looks on the screen. Pretty good. Excalibur knows. It's not just for women either. Like there are guys that I've seen who are like the guy who plays Thor, you know, like there are levels that he goes through where like in one movie he's just some guy who's in the army, and then another movie he's supposed to be some sort of like Asgardian god or whatever, and it's just the night and day difference that good hairdressers, makeup artists, and presentation. It's just incredible what is possible. The beat. Aww. Is that a cat? Trailer over. It's the, I swear they watch me. They know about the tropes. Whenever you see a cat, that's the end of the trailer. I swear some of these trailer makers have been watching me and they know about the tropes, and they're like giving me little mini shout outs without really saying that they watch. Explore the impossible. it inside. Maze Theory. PlayStation.
Vaping pulled me away from the people I love, blurring out everything that brought me joy and peace.
Okay, bye. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. This is my most anticipated trailer of the night. This is called The Relic, The First Guardian. I have not watched this, even though I uploaded a video to my YouTube channel. I didn't watch it. I just made sure it worked, and that's it. This is my first time seeing this.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
This is Project Cloud Games. The Relic.
Ooh.
The First Guardian is a semi-open world action RPG that allows players to freely adventure in a fantasy world. In the game, you can enjoy the thrill of exploring an apocalyptic fantasy world and a variety of action-packed experiences. Today, along with the gameplay video, I will introduce some of the things you can experience in the world of the Relic.
You know who he sounds like? He sounds like that guy who was in that game we were playing, the Radio, welcome. That game we were playing, Tender Loving Care. He's also the guy in Hellboy. He's like Hellboy's dad or whatever. Hellboy's protector, or that dude. He's an older guy. He's got like a mustache, a beard. It's white. It's just a mustache and like a goatee though. It's not a full beard. You guys know who I'm talking about. Hello. Sounds like that guy.
Before we start, there are 5 types of weapons that players can choose from which form the basis of the action. Each weapon has its unique skills, which can be changed according to your playstyle. Additionally, there are universal skills that can be used regardless of the weapon, allowing for a diverse skill setup. One-handed weapons and shields are specialized for integrated offense and defense, offering balanced gameplay. Shields provide stable protection, while one-handed weapons subdue enemies in front.
Jeez.
Long swords possess a long reach and strong attack power. Special attacks activate an attack power buff, inflicting significant damage on enemies. Daggers enable rapid consecutive attacks, emphasizing agility. Players can skillfully dodge an attack, leading the combat flow. Battle staffs equipped with long reach employ gravity magic. While their attack speed is slow, each successful hit
I gotta find out that guy's
reduces the
name. I wanna give him a
skills.
shout out. That dude's so cool. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? He's Hellboy's dad in the Hellboy movies, like the good Hellboy movies, not the new one.
Deliver powerful attacks, quickly draining.
He's also
enemy
in
stamina.
that game that we were playing called Tender
Though
Loving
slow,
Care.
Their strong hits leave enemies
He plays the
defenseless,
psychiatrist.
leveraging this trait in combat.
I can't remember his
In the
name.
Relic, characters do not have levels. Instead, runes, item, crafting are used to strengthen the character. Players will embark on an adventure as Guardian to collect the pieces of the great relics and close the void in the ruined continent of Arsilthus, which has been devastated by monsters called Brutal.
Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying this because you might not know.
Priest Egwis of This journey allows players to meet various people in different regions and experience intriguing stories.
Is this a Korean game? It looks like it's Korean.
Players can confront enemies head-on or gain an advantage using surrounding objects. With various situations arising from monsters, terrain, and weapon attributes, the game offers diverse gameplay experiences. During their adventures, players will encounter a variety of situations in different locations. Even in the same place, different scenarios can occur, allowing for a more varied adventure. Players will explore different regions, each with its unique atmosphere, and experience different vibes within the same area, depending on the situation and location.
Oh gosh, yo, that's creepy.
As you adventure, your exploration naturally leads to dungeons. Inside the dungeons, there are various situations and powerful bosses. Clearing a dungeon will connect you to another place, allowing you to continue your adventure. Beyond what we introduced today, look forward to discovering many bosses, rooms, combat, events, and other systems. The Relic, the first Guardian, is currently under intensive development ahead of its release on consoles and PC. Please look forward to more updates.
Epic. That looks awesome.
Just listen.
I feel like I'm
you
down
can
with
hear
that.
the critical role
I think
birds
I'm
play
down with
in the
this.
harmony of nature.
In today's one.
Oh, that's it. That's the end of the nitty gritty. We've done it, guys. We made it. We did the dang thing. We made sure that we had hype, excellence, and destruction. These things go hand in hand in the world of the nitty gritty. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. Thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you stick around because we're not done yet. Anything weird gonna happen to me? I hope not. I hope nothing weird shows up to destroy me. I feel like I'm okay. I feel like I got it. I'm gonna be all right. Maybe. I hope so. I must say, thank you guys so much. Stick around. That was the nitty gritty.